Believe me when I say this, the mainstream media is the enemy of the people. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I am just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. So, the shooter that killed Charlie Kirk, apparently they did some tracking, and they found out his Discord messages or phone messages, and basically they got the transcripts, and now it's getting shown to the fucking public, and now it's on the news, and we're like, okay, sure, let's see what we got, and let's just hear what how ABC reports on this.
We have seen an alleged murder with such specific text messages about the alleged murder weapon, where it was hidden, how it was placed, what was on it, but also it was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect. A very intimate portrait into this relationship between the suspect's roommate and the suspect himself, with him repeatedly calling his roommate, who is transitioning, calling him my love, and I want to protect you, my love. So it was this duality of someone who the attorney said not only jeopardized the life of Charlie Kirk and the crowd, but was doing it in front of children, which is one of the aggravating circumstances of this case. And on the other hand, he was, speaking so lovingly about his partner. So a very interesting and, as Pierre said, riveting press conference, David.
It was tough.
Even Hitler clapped cheeks. What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody asked for your fucking opinion. No one asked for your fucking opinion on how he was loving or how he called somebody his love and all of that shit. You know who didn't have a chance to message their loved ones in the end? Charlie fucking Kirk. And he was right next to his family. This is the shit that I'm fucking talking about when it comes down to these groups of when it comes down to this shit, right? They did this on purpose. Believe me when I tell you this. He didn't just come forward and say this by himself. He ran this by somebody to go, how can we make this, and we can, every fucking person has a redemption story on our side, because it looks real fucking bad right now if we just report the actual news the way we're supposed to do it. I tell you right now, every decent individual, if you have somebody who's on the left by proxy, not a lefty, stop trying to save these fucking lefties, right? For example, this individual right here, right, who murdered Charlie, who assassinated Charlie Kirk in public, that's a fucking lefty. Fuck them, right? And it's not to sit there and fucking become again, this is not radicalization, but we need to come to this understanding. There's absolutely nothing we can do for those individuals. But if you come into a person who's on the left by proxy and, they're kind of wavering, you know what I'm saying? Or you got somebody like a family member who watches ABC, sit them down. Show them this. If they are a common, decent sense individual with the ability to think, ask them, why would they tell you this and immediately talk about how he was tender and loving and all of this? Unless they're trying to manipulate you. Stop watching this, because this is how they work. They're not there to show you what's happening in the world. They're there to show you their place in it, and exactly, they don't want you to know how to think. They're trying to show you what to think, and this is a big fucking problem. Again, he's been caught. Execution is on the menu, ladies and gents. Good. Again, we're not doing breads and circus. Don't become the monsters we hunt. Don't do that. All right? You can be a fighter. You can enjoy fighting, but you don't have to go out there fighting to hurt people. People who go out there as a fighter to hurt people are monsters. As a decent individual, you can go out there for the love of the game. Right? You can go out there because you enjoy fighting. You don't got to be a fucking monster. And again, with what's happening right here, please watch out for the people, the saboteurs, the extremists who are trying to pull you guys into becoming radicalized. The Andrew Tates, the Myron Gaines, who I don't know why the fuck he's talking about that, why he even spoke on this situation at all, right? The Nick Fuentes, who just recently was sitting there talking about how Charlie Kirk was X, Y, and Z, all this great shit. but a month ago said that Charlie Kirk is a fake Christian and he deserves to burn in hell. Don't fall for the bullshit. Anyway, guys, I don't feel sorry for this fucking shit skein, this fucking waste of life, because let's be real here. It'd be one thing if he didn't have a chance. This piece of shit had a loving family. How do we know? Because when he was caught and he had to get rid of the gun and he wrapped it up in a towel, his grandfather immediately said, he called his fucking father or whoever the fuck he called and told his father, where's the gun? I want to see proof that the gun is where it belongs, because apparently it was the grandfather's gun. The dad told him after he confessed, turn yourself in. Now, if he was a piece of shit who, let's be real here, who didn't have anybody that he cared about, because even though he hated his MAGA wing, right wing fucking family, because his whole family, mind you, my man had a whole family, right? Not only did he have a whole family, he was allowed to do the bullshit that only America allows you to do, where you can sit there in reality, Ben. He talk about he cares and he has a lover. I'm sorry, my love. Motherfucker was a polygamist. He had multiple lovers, apparently. All boys, girls, all fucking boys. All men pretending to be women. Sorry. In a situation like this where a person takes somebody's life, I'm not going to play sweet and fucking nice with these individuals and fucking respect their pronouns. You earn that. This person lost that. But again, they're trying to they're trying to make you see a tender side of this individual to feel sorry for them. They just was so radicalized by the right. Fuck them. His dad told him to turn himself in, and he did. If he didn't give a shit about what his dad said, believe me, he wouldn't even have been in contact with his fucking dad. He wouldn't even have been listening to that shit. Stop the bullshit. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.